USC Upstate got the jump on early, 9-0 after the 2.5 innings. How tough is it when they're getting a hot start like that?
It's just, we played two fly balls today. So one of them led to them getting off to a good start. Should have been 3 up, 3 down that inning. And they get off to a good start and get a 2 spot. And then Coop seemed somewhat rattled by that. He didn't seem himself. His fastball was good, but he didn't have command of any of the other 3 pitches, and he just didn't seem like himself pretty much. And but you look for bright spots as a coach in every game, and obviously USC Upstate played very well, swung the bats well, and but I thought we were going to have a big night swinging the bat too, and we just got too far behind, so we weren't able to get that done. But I thought Carson Kelly was unbelievable. I thought Derek Smith looked similar to the old Derek Smith, and that's something we need, very valuable as we get in the meat of conference play right now. But we made so many mistakes tonight. It's just a lot of these guys need to have a gut check with themselves and figure out who they are and who they want to be, because some of these guys were absolutely not ready to play at all.
First 4 in the order were 0-13. So what needs to change approach-wise and just in general?
The game's hard. I don't go by that. I think our approaches have been good at the plate. I don't think we swung it extremely well in Pittsburgh, but our approaches have been better, and we just work hard every day on getting them better. But I don't go by the 0-13 thing. I know Hogue is in that first 4. And I thought he hit two, if not 3 balls right on the screws today. So I don't really go by that a little bit. I don't look at numbers like that. I look at more approaches and plate appearances, and so I don't really go by that. And but anyway, we were just we were beat by a better team tonight. They were much better in every facet of the game.
Talking about Carson Kelly, he came in and really kind of started to quell things down for a while. When Coop has kind of a rough start and Jackson Lucas has had some tough luck there, how big was it for Carson Kelly to come in and kind of quiet that down and give you all a shot?
Just, Carson is, I can't say enough about Carson Kelly. Here's a guy who's been here, and when guys are in and out so much, he's been here for a while. So all the guys that he came in with are all gone now. And sometimes it's easy to kind of move on as you get older in college and you wake up and you're 22 or 23 years old. That guy has poured his guts in this team all year long and has been pitching good all year. I've said it since day one. He's pitching as good as anybody we got, and tonight he was unbelievable.
Based off what you said about Hogue and, hitting some on the screws and getting unlucky, Nixon's 0-for-3 on the stat sheet, but I thought he had a couple great plate appearances, 2 line drives to center field.
He did.
Is it just kind of one of those nights where they're not falling?
Well, it's a tough game. And like I said, they got the lead, and sometimes when you play with the lead, you can get away with some stuff, and then the pitchers can relax a little bit, defenders can relax a little bit, but that's what happened tonight.
How tough is it to come off a series from in Pittsburgh, kind of cold, and obviously Sunday didn't exactly end how you wanted it to?
I think it's hard. Like, we've had 2 trip plays. We went to Jacksonville, bus to Jacksonville, which I disagree with, and got in at about 2:30 in the morning, and then got to come back and play on a Tuesday. And the Pittsburgh thing, it was miserable weather. I think we saw snow, I think we saw hail, and we saw wind like you wouldn't believe, and it was miserable. But the worst part is then you have a game where the game's got to end because we got a 6:30 flight, so the game's got to end 1 inning short in a conference game, which is it's ridiculous that you got to play. That's not even baseball. I'm embarrassed that we have to do stuff like that in this league. This league should not have stuff like that happen. It's embarrassing. And then we got to fly to Baltimore, sit there for 2 or 3 hours, and get home once again about midnight or so. These guys got to go to class and play a Tuesday game. I would like to see the program get in a better situation where we're not doing stuff like this.
Another ACC series coming up at Duke this weekend. What kind of some of the takeaways you want to improve on for this coming weekend?
Well, obviously, this game, you could say it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. This is a game for me. It's easy to just act like it happened. I can't believe it. It was embarrassing a little bit. You shower it off, and you play a lot of games. You're going to have games like this on both sides. We just got to come back and figure out the progress we were making, figure out who we want to be, and be ready to play this weekend. So I'm not going to put too much into this game.